Welcome to the sideboard one last time here at Grand Prix Orlando. I am Nick Miller alongside our Grand Prix Orlando champion, Eugene Hwang. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was quite the day. You have earned this trophy. How's it feel?
It feels great. I don't know. I've been going to GPs. I've been going to a lot of GPs over the past year, and I was actually gonna stop going to them. I was gonna stop flying to them.
Right. You said you're from California, so
yes.
Quite the flight.
And just because I felt like I wasn't quite good enough, and I hadn't experienced enough success, so it burns you out, and this changes everything.
I would say this one would rejuvenate the fire.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about your experience. This just first real week of Cons Limited. Did you get a lot of practice in beforehand, or what was your experience?
I do feel like I did, relative to the field anyway. It's really new. I did about 8 drafts coming in, and then like 1 or 2 sealed decks.
All right. So you start off, day one. What's your sealed pool like? What are you thinking when you look at it?
So when I opened it, when I was verifying the contents, I looked at the lands. There were 12 lands, including 3 tri-lands. So
right.
I was already really happy with that. And then it was very difficult to build because it was so good, and the cards were very powerful.
A good problem.
There were a lot of different configurations. And actually, when I looked at the lands, the land supported an overly robust splash in that there were more lands in my splash colors, and in the colors with the strongest cards. So it took a while to figure out the optimal mix between the most powerful cards and the best mana fixing.
Did you end up on 4 or 5 colors?
I ended up on Abzan for 21 cards, and then I Splash Butcher of the Horde and Riverwheel Aerialists.
Those are some pretty strong ones. All right, draft-wise, you drafted Sultai-esque control decks throughout the 2 drafts today.
Yeah.
How'd your draft go tonight for the top 8? You went a completely different direction in terms of a super aggressive Mardu deck where you just eliminated your first 2 opponents pretty quickly.
Well, I tried actually to go in a similar direction in my top 8 draft, but it wasn't happening. I believe Sol Malka took a Siege Rhino in front of me, so I couldn't really draft a black-green deck behind him. And I think that these grindy mid-range kind of decks are best based in black-green, either Abzan or Sultai. But I did first pick a debilitating injury, and then I second picked Armament Core and kind of went nowhere with that. Was looking around for a while, and then eventually just started taking some red cards and red lands. I got a 3rd pick Nomad Outpost, the tri-land for Mardu, and that kind of set me up to start taking red cards.
Yeah, I saw your deck had double Mardu Rough Rider, you had the Mardu Charm, you had the multicolor spells for it for sure, and a pretty strong fixing. Talk about the last match there with Melissa, with it all on the line.
Going in, I actually thought I would have some trouble because I knew she was a green deck with large creatures, and I had a lot of removal, but it was all toughness or damage based, and I thought if she stabilized behind some X5s that I wouldn't be able to attack anymore. The first game kind of I got out faster than her, and I was able to use my removal to clear her early threats, and she wasn't able to stonewall me. Game 2 was a little bit rough because I was stuck on mana, and if I'd been able to just push through a little bit more damage by deploying my threats more efficiently, having removal at the right time, then I could have gotten her to 5 and Arrow Stormed her.
And she got the Timor Ascendancy going and drawing a lot of cards.
She started going off, and she played it really safe, so I couldn't sneak in any damage. And then game 3, I mean, she mulliganed to 5 and didn't really play a whole lot.
Last card to talk about, the Ghostfire Blade. I saw a lot of people use that to really good efficiency this weekend. How was it for you, and when did you pick it up in the draft?
I first picked it out of the 2nd pack. Okay. It's extremely good. I mean, I think that it's actually the best card to open pack 1, pick 1, because it's extremely powerful, colorless, goes in every deck, very mana efficient.
All right, well, you definitely had a strong showing this weekend, rejuvenated the fire. You're now qualified for your first Pro Tour, you said.
Yes.
So good luck in that. Thank you for sitting down with me in the sideboard. Enjoy the trophy. Great weekend overall. I'm going to send it back to Cedric and Patrick one last time here from Orlando.